Details on the game called Game On.
Game on! Hey, guys.
Hi.
Thought I was doing that intro there. Well, let's get to it. Keegan-Michael Key is joining us. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm great, John. How are you doing?
How you hanging in the quarantine? You doing okay at home?
I'm doing fine. Yeah, we're actually keeping very busy, which is nice. We've got some stuff to put our hands to, so that's made life easier.
Okay, so this show that you have on, I got a chance to watch the pilot. It's fantastic. It's you, Rob Gronkowski, and Venus Williams, and they're kind of competing against each other. Explain for the folks what exactly the premise of the show is.
Right, exactly. So Team Gronk competes against Team Venus every week, and they have two teammates that participate in these competitions with them. One is a very funny guy named Bobby Lee, who used to work on Mad TV with me years ago, and the other one is a gentleman who's hysterical. His name's Ian Karmel. He's the head writer for the Late Late Show with James Corden. And every week we have an empty seat on each team that gets filled by a celebrity who's either an actor or an athlete, and they perform these over-the-top, amazing physical challenges, and they also do quizzes, and they do trivia games. But then the meat of the show are these challenges, and at the end of every show, the team that loses has to do something we call taking the L, which is they have to take the loss, which is some kind of humiliating or scary or debilitating punishment that they have to do at the end of the show. And the winner just gets to sit back and gloat and have bragging rights for a week.
What is it like to try to get Rob Gronkowski to sit down for a meeting?
It's actually a lot easier than you thought, as long as you just keep throwing footballs. He's just like, he just likes to multitask. It's funny because you'd sit down with Rob and go, so Rob, here's what we're thinking. We're thinking that on the next episode, we're going to truss you up, have you hanging upside down, and take you in a crane to 3 stories high to the top of the studio. Then we're going to ask you to compete against Venus doing sit-ups, inverted, upside down, until one of you can't do them anymore, and whichever one fails first gets dropped bungee cord style to the floor. What do you think? And Rob goes, I'm in.
I'm in. So who is the of the comedians you've had on, who's the most surprisingly good athlete that you had?
It's funny. Kevin Nealon is a really, really good athlete.
Really?
Kevin Nealon. Kevin Nealon. First of all, I think people don't know this all the time. Much taller than you think he is.
Okay.
Like 6'5". Also, he was the kicker on his college football team.
What?
Way back in the day. I think I can't remember which college he went to, but he played football.
Yeah.
And is actually a pretty athletic guy. So I wasn't expecting that. And then also Joel McHale, the comedian and host.
He was a college football player.
Was the tight end for his football team in college. Yeah. So those are both. I was like, oh right, well that makes sense. Yeah.
And then flip side of that, which athlete has been the funniest?
It's interesting. J.R. Smith was really funny in that he was really quiet most of the time, and then every now and again these little quips would come out. You're like, oh, okay, oh, J.R.'s piping in, okay. So he was surprisingly funny at moments that I was delightfully so that I was not expecting.
Well, I really enjoyed it. The show is called Game On. It premieres tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on CBS. Keegan-Michael Key, thank you so much.